130,000 tons of material have been diverted from the landfills. County Council is also paying particular attention to Highway 400. But whenever the mercury rises, thousands come here to Wasaga Beach where it's cool, it's free, and the water is always nice. But now a developer wants people to enjoy those views at 252 feet. All this water is what greeted staff when they came to work yesterday. Once players get past that division, many choose just to take it off and go without. But the price of gas is now soaring to record highs, and it's expected to get even higher. According to a local physiotherapist, many people don't know the proper technique.
Good evening. Our Apryl Munro was on the scene very early this morning, and as she tells us tonight, it's a miracle nobody was seriously hurt.
Well, George, you can still see behind me that the fire crews are still putting water on the structure. They're saying that there's still hot spots, and the fire broke out around 11:30 last night. They say there was an apparent explosion, and from what witnesses and victims of this fire told me, that's exactly what they heard. But many people tonight are homeless. It stood at the corner of Barrie's 5 Points for 100 years. And in 6 hours, it was gone.
We're pumping the water right now. That's my apartment.
Kirk Evans watches as his apartment is destroyed just weeks before Christmas.
We had the tree, the presents, all the stuff, you know. There's nothing you can do now. It's gone.
Fire crews battled all night, finally getting it under control as the sun came up. The building had 8 apartments and 8 businesses that are now destroyed. Erna Brown lived on the 2nd floor.
Sound like the roof was caving in, styrofoam was coming through the ceilings. You don't think about taking your pets.
As far as we know at this point, we think that everybody got out, but again, until we get the fire under control and go in and do a proper search.
Because of their close proximity to the fire.
Major Roy Randall of the Salvation Army spent the night helping the victims of the fire, and other people evacuated from the area, and is happy with the public's charity.
But I'm sure the hearts are big, and the response that are coming is greatly encouraging. So
Mary Pigeot is the owner of the Vintage Depot, and the fire destroyed everything inside the store.
And it's Christmas time, and all the Christmas people were starting to come out and shop, and I'm just, now this part of history is gone.
5 other fire departments were called in to help put out the fire, but as onlookers take pictures of an historic landmark, Erna Brown wondered what's next for her.
We lost everything.
If anybody is looking for a place to stay or needs help, if you are a victim of this fire, do not hesitate. Go to the Salvation Army. And if you are looking to help these victims, there's a trust fund set up at the Bank of Montreal. You can go to any Bank of Montreal branch in Simcoe County and donate to the downtown Barrie 5 Points fire victims. As for how long the road will be closed, definitely until tomorrow. In Barrie, I'm Apryl Munro, First Local. Well, George, this parking lot behind me looks more like a lake, and every year the Nottawasaga River tends to overflow. However, people I spoke with today say this is the worst they've seen since the 80s, and it's causing a lot of damage.
It was basically at this part, sort of.
It's been an anxious week for Mark Stewart as he watched the water rise outside his Angus home.
And Tuesday morning it started every 15 minutes. You could almost measure 5 feet coming forward.
The water came within inches of his house as he tried to stop the flow with sandbags.
This was dumped yesterday by the township to help us bag and at least secure.
Now, while Mark's house may have been saved, the dollar store wasn't so lucky. All of this water is what greeted staff when they came to work yesterday. Thousands of dollars of product is also wasted, and today they're just trying to clean up all the water and all the mud.
Whatever was on the floors that were in cardboard displayers all got damaged.
Roads that run along the Nottawasaga were closed because of the water. Some who chanced them had to be towed. According to the Nottawasaga Conservation Authority, the worst of the flooding may be heading north.
We expect it to the peak from the runoff to head down towards Wasaga Beach, and we would expect it to be there sometime on the weekend.
As Laura Saunders continues to clean up her store, she's already had it with all the water.
I don't want to be here.
And the Nottawasaga Conservation Authority advises everyone to stay away from the fast-moving rivers and streams, especially young kids. The snowbanks along the riverbanks are still melting, and there are a lot of ice chunks in the waterways right now. In Angus, I'm Apryl Munro, First Local. In Barrie, Apryl Munro. In Alliston, Apryl Munro. In Barrie, Apryl Munro. Near Angus, I'm Apryl Munro. First local, first local, first local.